Okay, this is the corrected version of the introduction of chest X-ray. Today we will discuss the common things of chest X-ray. For the very basics is very mandatory for every students. Number one, the modalities. First we will discuss what are the modalities available for the diagnosis of various diseases of the chest X-ray. The first one is very common. This is chest X-ray. Then the CT scan through which we can diagnose the diseases more clearly because all the anatomical structures are well visualized here. And the next one is nuclear study. You can see the uptake. The next one is ultrasound. We can diagnose the pleural effusions or other collections in the pleural cavity through this ultrasound scan. Fluoroscopy is very interesting, where you can see the live changes of the chest during inspiration and expiration. Bronchoscopy is very important investigation. Angiography is a very latest interventional modality. And the next one is bronchial arteriography. MRI. MRI is very useful in diagnosing the soft tissue lesions of the chest. Needle biopsy is very important for intervention radiology, and lymphangiography is another available investigation, and PET-CT is the final fusion imaging system where we can contrast. And now about the views. The most common view is posterior anterior view of the chest, then the lateral view. It can be right or left lateral, and the final one is anteroposterior view. In case of ill patients or those, view is very mandatory. And the decubitus view is also important to detect any of the body. Inspiratory and expiratory view is very important. The patient should be in a inspirated condition so that the maximum portion of the lung becomes inflated and the maximum portion of the lung is well visualized, and the less portion is oblique diaphragms. And lordotic view is important to diagnosing of the chest, and we have to detect the correct centering of the patient. This is the spinous process of the vertebral bodies, and these are the medial end of the clavicle. So the distance from the spinous process and the medial end of the clavicle should be of equal. Proves that the X-ray is centered well. And the contrast setup is also important. With the X-ray cannot be more dense or less dense. It have to be optimally dense to diagnose for both. And in this image we can detect the measurement of the heart. The maximum transverse diameter of the heart should be less than 50% than the total diameter of the chest, and if it is more than 50% in case of adult, then it should be considered as cardiomegaly, and if it is more than 60% in case of children, it should be considered as the first session. And the last slide shows how the heart border is found. You see on the right side the superior vena cava upwards and the right atrial margin on the lower aspect, and on the left heart border is formed by aortic arch, aortic knuckle, pulmonary bay, left atrial appendage, and the whole portion is on the lower half is formed by the left ventricle and the apex at the lower edge of the border above the diaphragm.